We're heading to the second largest city in France, Marseille, a club that has the only Champions League trophy for the French league, and they have a history in the European football. This year has been a disaster, to put it nicely. Their coach wanted out. He didn't even want to be paid. He just wants to go. Fans storming the buildings, players wanting out. It's a mess over there. By their lofty standards, they're sitting in 8th, and they should be higher. Now, the fans do think they truly own the club, but we're going to give what the fans want. We're going to get them a Champions League title here today in this rebuild. Here's a look at the lineup. As you see, it's not bad. Pretty solid. Definitely going to need another midfielder. And definitely a right back, Mr. Sky. This team does have a couple of really good young prospects, high potential. The Croatian Letakar and Mr. Kamara, which a lot of people know from a lot of career modes. Milik will be fine. Thalvin, who's been a long-time club standout, and he's still only 27. Now, the one thing with this team is not going to generate a lot of funds from sales because as you see, the reserves and the bench is weak. So, anyways, let's get on to this rebuild and see what we do. Now, we do have Champions League football in this first season, so it's always a possibility we could end this one year. I doubt it. But anyways, here we go. So we start this season off with a couple Japanese players heading out. Hiroki Sakai is going to Getafe, my fault, for $7 million. And Yuto Nagatomo is going to Aston Villa for $2.75 million. And to replace Mr. Sakai, who's been the starting right back for Marseille for quite a few years, we brought in Benjamin Pavard from Bayern for $30 million. Welcome in the Frenchman, guys. A few more player sales these past few weeks. Valère Hermain is going to RC Celta for $5.2 million. And even though he's been a solid stalwart for the club for most of the last decade, he is 33, and I'm giving him a proper send-off. I'm sending Dimitri Payet to Man U for $24.2 million. And central midfielder Valentin Rongier is going to Roma for $38.9 million. And we've brought in for the center midfield the French teen sensation Eduardo Camavinga from Lens for $47 million. And to replace the departed Payet, we've brought in 20-year-old left winger Amini Gori from Nice for $26.5 million. So that's the end of this transfer period. I'm satisfied with the moves. We didn't sacrifice too much in terms of rating for the starting lineup, and we certainly got much younger with additions of Gori and Camavinga and even Pavard. So let's check out our Champions League group real quick. And in our group, we have the monster of Manchester City, Porto, and Olympiacos. Now, in 2021, they only took 1 point, if I remember, from the group stages. In fact, they set the record for the all-time most consecutive group stage games losses. I believe it was 13. And this led Mr. Villas Boas to say this quote, which I am cleaning up. To be poop in the Champions League, you got to first make the Champions League. We made the Champions League, and we were poop. Again, cleaned up, and I don't know if I exactly have it word by word, but you get the meaning. So, can we do better what Mr. VB did in real life? We'll find out here in just a moment. Look at that. We made it through to the round of 16, finishing second ahead of Porto. I'll definitely take that, especially with a young team like this. And in the round of 16, we faced Dortmund. And on January 1st, we're sitting in 4th on Ligue 1's table with a nice little cushion over Nice for that last spot in the Champions League. Or wait, is that Europa League for the French League? I don't know, I believe Champions. Anyways, so I may end up actually trying to sell Alvaro in the center back and get a young one in. Yeah, it'll hurt a little bit short term, but long term it will help, especially with couple more cup games and etc. to play. So we'll see. Time to see what business we do. So we've sold the cam Saif Adin Kahoui to San Lorenzo for $3.15 million. And here we are for the round of 16 matchup. Dortmund hopefully figure out a way to stop that Norwegian robot, Holland. Start off the home leg, healthy lineup. Score is, wow, shootout, 4-3. Goals by a hat trick by Milik. Now we're traveling to Germany. We are taking a 4-3 lead, but those three-way goals could be a killer, so we got to basically go for nothing more than a tie. Or less than a tie, my fault. Full lineup available, like I said. Can we advance the quarters? 1-1 tie. Yes, we can. We allowed Holland to score, but Thaven got us a goal in the 3rd minute that proves to be the winner. In the quarters, we get Atalanta. We are starting off with the home leg. Everybody is in the lineup. No Real cards. So let's see. Oh, 1-0 loss. Malinovsky scored for them. Now we're playing in Italy. We are down 1-0, and we're also down Boubacar Kamara, who got hurt in between. So moved Gaye to defensive midfielder, and Cousins came in. So we need to turn this deficit around. Can we do it? No, another 1-0 win by Illich. Goal. Well, it was a good run. Better than the team's doing in real life, obviously. So let's go to the end of the season, see if we can make it Champions League football next year and maybe take home a trophy. A couple of business for next year. We've made the loan move of Leonardo Bellardi, a permanent loan move. We've bought him out for $6 million from Dortmund, I believe. And apparently my chief executive wanted to remind me several times about this on the same day, but our veteran center back Alvaro is going to Villarreal for $19.1 million next season. And we did get 4th in the French league, finishing well off the pace of PSG. No surprise there, but we were only 2 out of 2nd. So overall, pretty decent season. At the beginning of the year, we did qualify for the France Trophée Championship, and we lost on penalties to PSG. But we did get a piece of silverware of the season, beating Lorient in the finals of Coupe Nationale, but even better, in the semifinals, we exact revenge on PSG. So, a really good season for us. The Champions League turned out to be a Manchester derby, with Manchester City defeating United 1-0. Inter Milan won the Europa League over Leicester City. And on the season, we got production mainly from 4 guys. Milik with 31 goals, Guerrari with 21. Thaven had 30 goal contributions. Now we got 9 goals out of our left back, Amave. Here's a look at the final lineup. The squad's growing nicely. The only problem is I have, even though I do have a few players coming back from loan next year, I have a few that are going back, and I couldn't afford the buyout option, obviously. So, like Milik is going back. And the youngster on the bench I really like, but I didn't quite have enough funds to get him as Cousins. But I do like having Bellardi on the bench for a backup, and he'll grow nicely. And then, actually, I think I got 1 more year of loan from Nichom, which is just a straight loan. This is the player that was the whole reason that Phyllis Boas basically got fired, since this was the player he did not want coming from, I believe it was Celtic. And then also Larola is going back to his original squad. So we'll have some new blood come in, some regulars going out. Long-time club goalkeeper Mandala is 36, so probably going to need upgrade there. I haven't decided what to do with Amave since he's 27, but generally, you're not, unless you get one of the top 2 or 3, you're not going to have either back in the high 80s. So that may be something I can wait another year, depending on how much funds the board gives me. So anyway, speaking about the board and the funds, let's find out here in a moment as we advance to Season 2. And we did the upgrade at the goalkeeper, and now that we got the upgrade of a World Cup winning goalkeeper. We've signed the Frenchman Hugo Lloris from Spurs for $15 million. This should solve our goalkeeping problem for 2 to 3 years. And also, as you see on screen, I was actually wrong. Milik had another year on loan, but I went ahead and made the deal permanent. We've signed him for $32 million, and we gave up Radonjic, who was on loan last season. So that will take care of the striker problem for this year and next year. So we sold another player out on loan last year. The central defensive midfielder, 31-year-old Kevin Strootman, is going to Granada for 7.2 million. Oh, this hurt doing this. I wanted to keep him around for being such a loyal man to Marseille all these years, but I couldn't resist the swap deal in which I'm getting a 23-year-old 79 rated Turkish right midfielder Cengiz Under, and Flavian is now 28 and 82 or 83. So, and they're giving me $5 million. But I think I did Mr. Thauvin right. I'm sending him to Leicester City, the team that was runner-ups Europa League. So I'm sending him to a Premier League club that can challenge. Best of luck, Florian. So we've got ourselves our new starting center back replacing Navarro. We signed Dan Axel Sakadu, the Frenchman from Valencia, for $46 million and a pretty large sell-on fee because I don't intend on selling him. And there's the results of our transfer window. We certainly improved the defense in this transfer window. So let's see who we have in our Champions League group. Yeah, I'm sure if you're a French fan, you've been yelling at me that fourth doesn't get you in the Champions League. I forgot about that or didn't realize it, whatever. But we are at least still in the Europa League, and with this team, I think we got a shot winning it, especially this group over Praha, Athens, and Sion. So let's go to January 1st and see if we finish where we should on top of this group. And as expected, top of the group, round of 32 will be taking on Braga. And look at that, we are sitting exactly top of the table with PSG, even on record and goal difference. The key point here is, even though we're only one up on Monaco, we are 10 clear of Lyon for the last Champions League spot over Europa League. Okay, transfer window time. No issues this year. We are for sure going to Champions League next year, finishing second, 13 back of PSG, who had a invincible season. Congrats to them. Once again, we lost the Trophy Championship to PSG at the beginning of the year on penalties. But PSG did not pull off the treble, domestic treble, by losing to Rennes in the finals. We lost to Nice in the quarters. In a battle of Madrid, Atletico defeated Real. Oh, Lloris might be kicking himself. Spurs defeated Milan in the Europa final, and we lost to Spurs in the quarters. So our young French winger, Amane Gouiri, banged in 36 goals this year, including 23 in the league. But look at that down there. Mr. Pavard led the team in assists with 14. Nice solid season. Even our role player off the bench, Luis Enrique, banged in 10 goals. Here's the way the lineup looks. As you see, tremendous growth this year. One thing I've did different for this rebuild, I haven't utilized the training development stats this year like I did last year in FIFA when it was different. I focused a little bit more on doing it this year, and the growth has been exponential. Nalick is all the way up to 86. Gouiri's up to 87 at 22. As you see, everybody in the starting lineup is over 80, and I even got several young bench players in the mid-70s already. Mr. Lopez, who was on loan, is 77. So obviously the move next year is, I don't know about replacing Gouye yet. He is 23. But Mr. Mave is probably going to be the position we're going to focus on because he is 28. And obviously 82 is not bad as left back. But I've got an eye on a couple left backs to replace him to make our defense absolutely impossible to beat. And Mr. Undo grew all the way up to 82, which is solid. Basically the same as Thauvin was, so appreciative of that. So on to season 3. Let's see if we can make a run at the Champions League trophy and maybe dethrone PSG in the French league. So we start off season 3 with selling another one of the original club players, and when I first offered it, I thought about it, and I said, not too bad of a deal. We've sold Jordan Amavi to Hertha Berlin. In exchange, we got $20 million and central defensive midfielder Lucas Tessart, which I didn't really have a backup defensive midfielder for Bubakar, but not only do I have a backup, he's a 25-year-old 79 rated, so I've got quality off the bench, and if something comes up, maybe I could use him as a swap deal bait for next year. And we've got Mavi's replacement I've been eyeing since the first season. We've signed the French left back, Theo Hernandez from Dortmund for $100 million. And I love watching him play for Milan. He's a good quality player, good crosser of the ball, and he knows his role in the team. His job is to feed Zlatan. Very simple. So hopefully they'll be feeding Milic and Gori a lot in this rebuild. We've sold bench player Nassim Ahmed to Kine for $2.35 million. So now the transfer done, we're looking at our Champions League group, and it's actually not too tough of a group. Napoli, PSV, and Spartak Moscow. I expect us to win this group, especially our new and improved defense and the growth. So let's find out here on January 1st if we do qualify out. Well, we finished second in the group behind Napoli, so we do advance the round of 16. Oh, where we take on Liverpool. Napoli gets Dortmund, so... Okay, how are we doing in the league? Ooh, we are in a three-way tie in third with 38 points, leading by goal differential, so we got to get on our horse if we're going to qualify for next year's Champions League. So, time for the transfer window. So we are starting off in France against Liverpool in this round of 16 matchup. We got our normal lineup in there. We pull off victory. 2-1 win. Goals by Camavinga and Cleta Carr. So it's time to make the dreaded trip to Anfield, but we do take a 2-1 lead there. We got our full complements players. Can we advance to the quarterfinals? Wow, we took a 3-1 road victory. Did not expect that. Gori, Gaia, and Mr. Pavard with goals. Well, look who we draw in the quarterfinals. It's not enough we play them in cups and twice in the league every year. We get them in the Champions League. So we are playing at PSG. Both of us are at full strength, I believe. Can we win in Paris? No, we cannot. Goal by Di Maria. So, now we're playing PSG at home. Well, and I just realized that Pizzi as captain, who I got to know real well in the previous rebuild. So, can we advance to the semis and shove one up PSG's booty? Oh, yeah, baby. And Neymar missed a penalty. Theo Hernandez, Milic, and Luis Enrique with goals. Off to the semis finally. So in the semis we match up against Juventus, while in the other semis the Premier League matchup between Spurs and Man City. So can we take out the Italian giants? We're starting off at Turin, so let's get to it. So both teams are full lineups, I presume, so let's get going. Can we leave Italy with a win? Ooh, a 2-0 win. Hey, I'll take it. Milic and Gori with goals again. So we're taking a 2-0 lead home. We are a little bit tired, a lot of fixtures here, but let's see if we can hang on this lead. Are we going to the finals? Yes, we are. Early goal by Mr. Hernandez put us there. So we draw Manchester City, who's already won one Champions League title in this rebuild. So can we stop them from winning 2 in 3 years? And can we win one in that third year of the rebuild to be the record for quickest, which we just set the last one with Benfica. But hey, records are meant to be broken. Can we do it? Let's check out the other results for the season first. Once again, we couldn't pull off a league title, getting around PSG. It's not played till after the Champions League, but we obviously did not make it to the finals of the Coupe Nationale, and neither did PSG for that matter. In an exciting Europa League final, Real Sociedad pulls out the victory over Wolfsburg. Here we are in the finals, taking out Manchester City and their star-studded lineup. So can we do it? Can we possibly win? This would definitely be the lowest rated goalkeeper I've ever won a championship league with. No offense, Mr. Lloris. And Mr. Gaia with an 82 rating would definitely be the lowest rating I've ever had in a starting lineup. So let's get to it. Can we win a second Champions League for Marseille? And we do, 3-2. A goal in the 87th minute by Milik, who was once our loanee. Hernandez and Camavinga with goals. Hey, this is 2023, so that means it's 30 years since they won their first title in 93. I believe it was 93, or was it 92? Man, I have to look back. There goes the balanced scoring again. Mr. Milik with 26 goals. You saw the ratings previous way. I always give the team a chance to defend their Champions League title, but for this one, more importantly to me, I want to win a French League title over PSG. I don't think I've ever had a rebuild where I didn't come away with at least one league title. I can't say 100% that's right, but we're going to go season 4, going to do like we always do, a quick rundown of transaction and the year in review. See you guys in a moment. So, beginning of the season, we did win the UEFA Super Cup over Real Sociedad on penalties. Looks like I'm going to finish this rebuild with no league titles as we once again finish second PSG. No Coupe Nationale Cup as we lost to Stade Brestois in the quarterfinals, who won and beat Lyon. Man U beat Sporting to win the Europa League. And Spurs beat Dortmund in the Champions League. Oh, where did we lose? We lost in the round of 16 to Real Madrid, 1-0 aggregate. So what that means? We only got three total trophies this rebuild. So it may have been the quickest I've ever won a Champions League title, but in terms of overall trophy success, it's definitely the worst one I've had. And here's the stats, and I think I see one reason why we didn't do well in terms of trophies. Both Milik and Lloris missed quite a few games, and they were out at the same time, so that left some weakness up front. In fact, like I said, who I got as a backup striker played 37 games. That was definitely not the intention. Yeah, look at that, 6 Champions League games. So, it's not a good year. But anyways, let's see how the overall ratings finished. Now, outside of Gouye, everybody's 88 or above this year, but some of that Mike Magnan didn't grow a single rating point. But something I forgot to mention too last year is I've never had a Champions League winning side where nobody hit 90. So obviously these rebuilds, these last two's been shorter. Next one will be longer. I've got 2 in the works. Not sure which one will get done first. Just depends how things go. As you see, I've been doing something a little different, cutting the final transfer window screen short, because I tend to take a lot longer to say what's really just shown on the screen and what we've already gone over. And that's not too bad with these last two with the length, but when I get to those longer rebuilds in the smaller leagues, they do tend to run long, and I know most people do want to watch something that's 45 minutes to an hour. So I'm experimenting a little bit, but thanks to everybody who takes the time to watch these, even if you just click, even if you're only interested in a certain league, certain team, I always appreciate it. If you have any suggestions, leave them down below in the comments. But I suspect it'll probably be about 2 weeks for me to get the next one. You never know for sure. Obviously, life can change things. And then, obviously, unsuccessful and disagreeable FIFA 21 can do that to you too. So, anyways, have a good day, guys. And I'll probably see you next time at the beginning of March. Enjoy.
You send shivers on my spine. You send shivers.